Yes, sir. What's cracking, world? It's the bad boy with the mouth, the problem child, man. I'm sitting right here with New York's very own Ferg. What's cracking, bro?
Broski.
Man, nice to meet
How
you, dog. I'm feeling good. So this is a full circle moment for me. So when I was in college, right, one of my professors had us write it was like a piece. It was a media class about groups in hip hop that like changed the game. Mm-hmm. Everybody was writing about like NWA, you know what I'm saying, things like that. I wrote about ASAP Mob. Mm-hmm. And you in particular was like one of the persons I focused on because of the fashion and your lyricism. Mm-hmm. So to me, this is like dope little time, bro.
Oh man, that's love, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
What was your study?
So mine was mass communication.
Okay.
Emphasis in television and radio broadcasting.
Oh, fire.
Yeah. Then I got my master's in organizational communication.
Wow, that's fire, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah,
that's
appreciate that, bro. So I see this is a new branding for you.
Yeah.
Like it's
it's just the new era of Ferg.
Yeah. So you gonna always be ASAP.
Yeah, you know of course. Always striving and prospering.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. What drove you to make that change?
Just new era. Usually like you'll see like a lot of artists that I've looked up to, like, you know, Jay-Z and his business era. He turned into Sean Carter. Mm-hmm. He went back to like his government. And, you know, I liken to that because it's like, you know, I'm doing the art. I'm getting back into my album name is Daryl. Mm-hmm. I'm letting people know who the man is behind the man.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of album, you created the cover art, right? Like,
yep, I painted the cover art. I painted all the single artwork. I did it all. I just brought it back to, like, you know, me being in high school when I was in art and design high school, and I was painting, and me and my friends was doing art shows and things like that. During the pandemic, I picked up painting again. So, you know, that was something that I started to enjoy again, and I started to love and be obsessed with, because when I painted, I just got in the zone, and I forgot how that felt. Like, I remember my father passed away. That was like therapeutic for me. So, yeah.
I think that's dope, bro, that you found another outlet outside of music, you know what I'm saying, to get back to you. You know what I'm saying? I think the last time you was out at 2020, 2021-ish, you know what I'm saying? So to see you back to you, that's pretty dope.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's in me that I don't feel like the world has been privy to see. Like, it's in me that my mom know and close friends know. This is a me that, like, my friends and my family is super excited to see, because they get to see, like, all of the stuff they grew. I grew up doing, like, painting, drawing, fashion. They know me for all of that stuff with the music. You know, when my career took off, it kind of like overshadowed everything else I did. It's funny because most people did that. When I started rapping, I didn't tell my friends, like, yo, I'm starting to rap. And, like, they didn't even know, like, I was rapping until I got a hit record, which was Work. And then they was like, yo, you rapping? Like, what the hell? Like, because they knew me for doing something else. They knew me for drawing and painting and being creative. So they excited about this me that I'm displaying right now.
Yeah, so, and that's what I was talking about before you got here. Like, when ASAP Mob came out, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people wasn't paying attention to certain hitters, and you was like a hitter, like, yo, he got bars, until you came out with Shaba, you know what I'm saying, Work. Like, until you started dropping what you was dropping, everybody was like, yo, like, Ferg is really spitting bars, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. So do you think this is a vulnerable album? Because after listening to it, is it a story? That's what I wanted to ask you. Because when I hear it, I was in a marching band and things like that, so I listen to music a little bit different.
Right.
Was this a story?
When you say, is it a story, what do you mean? Because I feel like for me, it's definitely a story. Like,
so in chronological order from like 1 to 11, I mean 1 through 12, because 12 is the actual name of the album. That's the last record on the album. Were you like telling your story all the way up until like Daryl, like, okay, this is me. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am.
Wow, that's an interesting way to look at it. I think I was just pretty much giving you a display of all the versions of me.
Okay.
With different songs. Like, that's why you have, like, you know, a song like Dead Homies. That's more like a hood pope tempo.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like Messy or like a Law. That's like Trap Lord. And then you have songs like Chosen. That's like Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
Songs like Pool. That's Daryl.
But you can hear it though. Like if you really listen to the project, you can hear you coming back to yourself in the project.
Oh wow, that's fire! Like the layers
like
you
ripping off.
the layers is definitely.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, I didn't know that's what I was actually doing until you said that. Lyrically, I knew that that was the purpose of doing the lyrics. But even in the video, they thought I was dead. I display all of the different characters. My monikers, Trap Lord, Hood Pope. You see Hood Pope in there. You see Trap Lord in there with the camouflage. You seen Green Juice me with the green hair in there. Ferg me with the Ferg Vance and vest. So it's just like it's all basically one person with all of these. I don't want to have to separate myself to be me. And that's what I used to have to do. Like it was like I had a balancing issue of like, damn, I'm too much of this or I'm too much of that. And it's like, now I'm all of this at once because that's who Daryl is.
You got to find who you were.
Exactly.
I respect that. I respect that. It was one particular record that stood out. It got the legendary Dapper Dan on it.
Yeah.
Alive smiley face. Am I correct on that?
Alive unhappy.
Unhappy. Okay. Because I seen the emoji and I was just like,
it's an unhappy face.
So when I look at the lyrics and I look at the title of the songs, I go to like a deeper meaning, okay? So were you saying like you were alive, but you're like not happy?
At that moment, not like right now. It was a moment of time. So I was like, you asked the question, yes, I was telling a story.
Okay.
Yes. That's what you asked me. Was I telling well, did you say, was I telling a story to get back to Daryl? That's what you were saying.
No, was you telling a story like you was ripping the layers off of your life, what you've been through, finding yourself, I'm back to me.
Yeah. I was telling a story of who I am, not so much more like finding Daryl, but like just who Daryl is. So like I don't know if I didn't want to mess with your question, but so when you read the list of songs, starting from Light Work, it tells you that I'm a light worker, and then it goes into they thought I was dead because I was gone for 4 years, and then it goes into Alive Unhappy because I wasn't gone, I was alive, but I was unhappy. Why? And then because of the allure of what? The game. With the allure, there comes demons. And then with demons, things get messy. And then it goes into French Tips, which is like things get messy with my girl, and that's like a love song, hip hop and R&B. And then it goes into
Dead Homies.
Dead Homies, yes. And then it goes into, that's another thing that I'm fighting. Like, all my homies is dying, and that's another thing that got me unhappy. And then it goes into Casting Spells, featuring Mary. Then it goes into Pool, which is another big why I can be unhappy, and like a turning point of like realizations and things like that. Another chance to like evolve from trauma. And then the next one is Chosen. Chosen is another joint with Mary and my mom, Shay Rock. And that is an affirmation where like it's basically like I'm looking in the mirror and I'm just like doing some self-reevaluating, and I'm knowing that I'm chosen. And then the last one is Daryl. Is like, yeah, Daryl, that's who I am.
Right.
And it's self-explanatory.
Yeah. And I like that you was like real meticulous when it came to this project. How long did it take you to put the entire track list together?
It took a while because a lot of the Lucy's that you see that I dropped before the album, those songs came out before Those songs were supposed to be on the album, but they came out before the album just because it didn't fit in the sequence. So I heard that Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson used to like do like up to like 100 or a couple hundred songs before they like pick what the album actually was gonna be. And I ripped a page out of their book. I ain't do like 100 songs. I did 50 songs, and I just chose like what that was supposed to be for that. And I had my boy A-Side, shout outs to him. He helped me sequence the album. I promise, like, I would have been ripping my hair out if I had to do it by myself.
I believe you,
no
bro.
Kizzy.
I believe you. So, like, you got like some dope features, for one. You got legends, Mary J. Blige, Mike Will Made It, Coco Jones, you know. Were you, like, in studio, or was that, like, send verse?
I was in studio with everybody on this album.
So how was it in studio with Mary?
With Mary, it was fire. She didn't actually lay her verse down that day, but we vibed out. I gave her the vibe of the album. I played her everything. I gave her the stories. I gave her the visions, videos, and she just was in love with all of the music.
That's
and she actually took 4 songs, wound up doing 2. But hey, listen, you might be looking at a Mary Ferg album.
Hey,
the way we was vibing, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mary is one of my favorite artists ever in the world, so it was a dream to work with her.
That's dope. And like, you know, Coco Jones is definitely on the come up.
For sure,
So,
definitely.
Like, Coco
Jones is big, you know what I'm saying? Big. All of the black girls out there, that's what that song represents. Is like reaching out to, like, you know, the black woman, the young ladies, the older women, you know, from our culture that's killing it.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to show gratitude, and instead of, like, you know, bashing a woman, or, you know, just, you know, we could be a little harsh sometimes as rappers when it comes to women. I just wanted to show how much I appreciate all the cocoa butter babies.
That's dope. Not the cocoa butter babies. I'm dead, bro. So let's, like, fashion, like, are you still, you know what I'm saying? You still, first of all, like I said on the elevator, this jacket is,
thank you.
It's fresh. That's something you put together?
Yeah, this is my brand, Ferg Apparel. Actually, my father started it in 1994. My father passed away 3 days before my 17th birthday.
Okay.
And I always represented the name, and I put it on, like, my albums and perform and have it in the lights, but I never really took on taking on the Ferg house and the empire, and really picking up the designing aspect and bringing back the brand. So that's what I wanted to do with this rollout too, because that's tapping back into Daryl and, you know, my home base.
So would you say fashion was your first love? Because you did say, like, your boys didn't know you was rapping, but they knew about your fashion.
Yeah, well, so that's in high school.
Okay.
But when I was in junior high school, I used to just battle rap all the time.
Oh.
So that's really where it was derivative from. But I was always into fashion. Like, I just always, my mom put me in, like, fly stuff. My dad put me in fly stuff. So, like, you know, I used to be in Catholic school, and we used to have something called Free Dress Day, where we could wear regular clothes, because we used to have to wear a uniform all the time, but Free Dress Day, you could wear whatever you want, but you just had to pay like $1 to wear whatever you want. And I used to pull up Coogee pants, Versace sweaters, all of that. And, like, little girls used to be like, "What's these pants?" rubbing on my legs and stuff. So it was like, I always was that kid that was, like, super cool, and I was super popular in junior high school. And I just carried that on, because that's just, like, who I am. That's embedded in me.
Yeah, I feel like New York's fashion sense is at a higher elevation than the rest of the world. Like, y'all be on.
Because the thing is, we joke on you. Like, if your fits ain't right, it's like being in a big frat. It's like your frat brothers is gonna let you have it every time you come outside looking bummy.
This is facts.
Yeah, and it's not bummy in the sense of, like, looking like literally like a bum, but
like, what drove you to put what you put on?
Yeah, it's like you just coming outside like you ain't got no sense. Like, and that sharpens you up as a young man. Like, we into brushing our hair, we into, like, getting fresh haircuts, keeping our sneakers clean, you know, jiggy shit. That's that's the culture in Harlem.
I respect that. So throughout this entire journey, bro, you've been out for such a long time.
Yeah.
What have you learned? You know what I'm saying? Not more like, what have you learned about yourself?
I learned that you just can't please everybody. Like you can't. You have to choose you first, and you cannot please everybody. Because if you're trying to please everybody, then you're gonna spread yourself too thin, and like you will just disappear. Like you'll like literally rip yourself to shreds. So it's like, do what innately feels right to you, and just move forward. Like don't even trip about like whether this person is happy about what you did or whatever. Because there's been times that sometimes I had to go against some parents that didn't believe something that I believed in. Like my mom, she couldn't see some of the visions that I had early on. And she was still supportive in the way she could be supportive. But when it came down to like, the clothes, it was like weird to her, some of the stuff. It was like when it came to, she's a very conservative parent and believes the way you represent yourself, it can get you into different places and everything like that. But I wasn't thinking traditional in that way. I was always innovational and always was a free thinker. So my dad, I guess I get that more from my father's side, where it's like more artistic, because he was like the creative guy when it came. My mother is more like analytical, and she's great at like just having common sense and being stern and great at getting things done. Execution, my dad was the one who was really like creating opportunities and being very creative when it came to stuff like that. So I think that I got the creative thing from my dad's side.
That's dope. We were talking about moms, like how like I said that I was scared of my mom growing up because she was like that.
Yeah, my mom.
You know
my mother had a left hook for real.
Like that.
My mother had a good left hook on her.
I was cool. Like I knew how to like finesse my dad, but when it came to your moms,
my mother did not play. Like it's tough to like raise like a young man.
Yeah,
it's tough. Like especially if you're a single parent. My mom was a single parent for a while, so it's like it's scary. Like it's like how do you like stop your kids from like, how do you keep your kids from like going into the streets and then like getting into some stuff? And we had gunshots and all types of stuff around our apartment and our buildings all the time. So, but she couldn't like keep me sheltered in the house because that's not healthy. So it was just like when she came down on me, it was because like she almost like give you like a, like, can I say ass on here? Yeah. She could give you an ass whipping. Yeah. For the things that you going to think about doing in the future.
Yeah.
That ass whipping supposed to last for about a month.
Yeah.
Whatever bad thing you think that you want to do.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely agree to that. So I can agree with the streets. I started gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? At a young age. So like my mom couldn't keep me.
That's crazy because you don't even wear that.
Yeah. So I went to the army and everything, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a choice. It was to either do my time or go to the military. Yeah. And I chose to go to the military.
Wow.
And so my life took a 180.
Wow.
But I never forgot where I came from. That's why I can relate. Like, that's why I really relate to, like, your story. It's a couple of artists that, like, I can really sit down and have a conversation with, not really an interview, because your upbringing is similar but not similar. Like, I'm from St. Louis, you from New York, so it was two different climates at that time.
Yeah.
And we're both millennials, so it's just like...
You know who I rock with from St. Louis?
Who?
Big Boss Vet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hard.
Yeah, that's Cuzzo.
Yeah. We got a song together, actually.
Yeah?
We just did one together, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. So I ain't gonna hold you. I know you've been outside, bro. Just let the world and the DMV know, you know what I'm saying, where they can get all of the greatness from.
Yo,
bro.
DMV, go get Daryl, stream Daryl everywhere. It's everywhere in the world, all streaming platforms. Look out for more videos, look out for activations, look out for tour. And also fergapparel.com.
Y'all heard it, man. Y'all heard it here first. Ferg, Problem Child, it's KYS.
Appreciate you, G.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, bro.